Right, let's go on to the next game, which is QVC. What's going to happen is myself and Stuart Murphy, we're in the studio and we're selling a product. But what we need is well, somebody put, I need you to give me an item you would find in your house. It could be anything at all. Be as inventive and kinky or weird or whatever you want to be. Just go for it. Anything you would find in your house. But try not to make it like, I don't know, like John Cena's dick lips or something like that. But try to make it something a little more, you know, a little more progressive. Right. If we can do that. What?
The meds are wearing off, Billy.
Or kicking in.
Not taking the meds anymore. That's the point. Right. So anything at all, just throw it in there. Somebody find a house, and we'll build an invention from that. What's going to happen is I'm going to be I think Stu is the host of the QVC show. Yes. I'm going to be the inventor. I'm going to get calls in about our brand new invention from Gary, Will, and Mary Elaine. So they're either going to be complaining, asking a question, or who the fuck knows. So let's see some of the stuff we've got in. I quite like a pop-up pirate hot tub machine. It's interesting, although I don't like hot tubs because you're basically making crotch tea. I don't see the point in the hot tubs, to be honest.
Well, put more than just your crotch in.
No, but even if you sit in it, you're just sitting boiling your balls in your crotch. I don't see the point. I don't see the point of a hot tub. They're fucking ridiculous. What? Am I the first person to point it out? I don't think so. A remote for a TV I don't have. Socks with mittens. A turd someone has attempted to hide in a marble floor.
Hide on a marble floor.
Joe, I want to know what happened to you, sir.
What do you think hiding means?
That's right up there with Gary's story about someone walking up a kid's shoot with a turd in their hand. Oh God, Jesus! Right, at least it's not as bad as me not killing a horse. We'll get back to that later. Well, a whisk, an electric triangle. I tell you what, for a bit of fun, I think we will go with the pop-up pirate hot tub. I think that's a great invention. So we're going to hand over to our very own Mr. Stuart Murphy, who and his brand new show on QVC. Take it away.
Hello. Welcome to another edition of Getting Away with It Clean, our own show that sells you themed bathtubs, themed bath accoutrements, all based around piracy on the high seas, kidnapping, larceny, robbery, that kind of thing. I'm afraid if you're phoning in for the bank robbery loofah, it's sold out. Well, it didn't sell out. In fact, they're all stolen, but that's the kind of thing we love here. But I'm joined here with one of you know him and you love him, one of our favorite inventors, Mr. Wilfred Dingle. Hello, Wilfred.
Hello.
Hey, he's back. Probably you are on, Wilfred.
Hello.
He's probably our best-selling inventor. He's the inventor of the shower head that you use in a getaway car.
Am I on?
Am I on? Here. You're on, Wilfred. Why don't you tell us about your latest invention? I gather it's all about getting booty clean. Is that it?
I don't know about you, but I found myself out of my hot tub cleaning me bits. Like you do, it's the best way to do it, which I first discovered the most authentic way, easiest way to clean your balls was with a Clare Allfoot spa. But after I was asked to leave the shop, bit of comedy from the 90s there for you, what I thought I would do is I would put together something a bit different and a bit new. You've got a hot tub, you get you want your friends in the hot tub, don't you? Sometimes your enemies. Sometimes your enemies. You want to keep a close eye on them. But hey, you got to keep the kids entertained as well.
That's true.
Imagine, if you would, a hot tub with a bunch of tiny swords, tiny openings for swords on the sides. You push the sword into the wrong hole, poof, you take off like a catheter after a bad cough. Poof, off it goes, flying into the air. And then your enemy or your best friend is hurtled towards their death.
Well, that would certainly liven up hot tub time, wouldn't it?
It certainly would.
Make me feel like I was on a treasure island of the high seas, but warm.
I mean, we can't all afford the rhythmic tunes of Dizzy Rascal. So I find this is a better way to liven up your hot tub party, blasting a bugger into the air.
Well, it's certainly what I've been looking for, and I wish I could buy one, but unfortunately, as the host of the show, I can't by law. However, I'm sure we have people. Well, I can see the 3 phone lines we have are jammed with 3 people. So let's get our first caller on the air. Hello, caller number 1, you're through. And Wilfred's here to answer your questions and to take your order. Come on in.
Hello. Am I
Hello there.
through? Hello. Am I through to the studio?
You are indeed.
Am I caller number 1?
You are.
Do I have to legally change my name to caller number 1?
No, that's entirely up to you. Go ahead
Am
and
I
tell
on?
us.
Am I on?
Wilfred's time is precious.
Right. Yes. Well, hello, Wilfred. Thank you for inventing the pop-up pirate hot tub. I have purchased one of your hot tubs, and it is currently in my backyard.
You're very
however,
grateful. You're very welcome, madam.
Well, there is a slight problem, you see. I don't know if it's the ambient temperature of the hot tub, but you see, the entire hot tub has been taken over by frogs, or as I like to call them, hoppity booties. Now, because they've taken over, which is it's rather well defended, the hot tub, because you've made it into a pirate ship, and now I'm afraid that neither myself nor my Auntie Ethel can get near the bugger. The frogs have manned all the cannons. They're familiar with the rigging system, and quite frankly, if we get within 12 feet, then we just get pummeled with cannon shots.
I must imagine you must be hopping mad at that. Hopping. Am I on? Am I on?
Hopping
Am I
mad.
on? Oh,
I
the
see what you
darkness.
did there.
I don't think it's a funny situation,
Oh, the
to be honest.
darkness take me.
To be honest, I've not been able to make ball soup for weeks.
Well, you know, the soup that is drained from the bollocks is very important, but
I
have
tried
you
dangling.
considered a duel with the frogs? Now bear with me. Bear with
Right.
me.
Yes,
There'll be a
I'm hearing-
leader. There'll be a leader. He'll have a
Yep.
cape. Most likely, he'll be friends with Rupert Bear.
Right.
Maybe have a hat.
Here's a reference. Here's what you do is you challenge him to a duel, right? You walk up and you say, "Hall, you scaly cunt," and he will immediately accept the challenge. You get him in the hot tub, but then your mother or your aunt, blasting a sword, shoots the fucker in the air. You're king of the hot tub. You're back to making your scrotum trifle.
Exactly, and I think that's rather on you if you can't defeat a frog.
Right.
Plus,
Well,
you're
it all sounds.
you're overlooking the basic point you're making is that this hot tub with pop-up pirates comes with working cannons, and a lot of these hot tubs you buy in the shops, the cannons are simply ornamental; they don't work.
Yeah, well, it's the working cannons that are keeping me from my own fecking hot tub. I mean, it all sounds great. It sounds very aggressive. To be honest, I think I'm just going to try and coax them out with some jammy dodgers. Thank you for nothing.
Well, you just don't sound like much of a man to me, and I wouldn't have liked to have been next to you on the beach at Normandy.
Well, I'm glad
Can
someone
we have
said
the
it
next
too.
caller, please?
Ring, ring. Hello.
Hello. You through?
Hello.
Wilfred's
Hello.
waiting.
My name's Peter Wetcastle. How are you?
I'm very well, Peter, but that's not the issue.
It's
So-
not your real name. Who are you?
No, my name's Peter Wetcastle. No relation. Anyway, my issue is I tried to set up my hot tub, my pirate pop-up hot tub as instructed,
Right.
but instead of using 1 sachet of gunpowder, I used all 40 kilograms I bought as an additional extra. So
Ooh.
that were about 20 seconds ago, just before I rang, and I'm now hurtling towards the stratosphere at 150 miles an hour.
You will do.
Can you see the man in the moon?
I'm not quite close to the moon yet. If there's reception up there, I'll let you know. I've got a question though. Do Amazon deliver to the moon if I need to gunpowder myself back home?
Well, it's tricky, you see, due to Brexit.
Yes.
And I believe that the moon is considered to be that would technically make you an illegal immigrant, and I'm afraid you'll have to apply for residency. Or you will be deported.
No,
I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules.
I hate paperwork. Oh, I'm just through the mesosphere.
Okay. Well, you will be coming back to us very soon. I'm sure. Would you like us to try and deliver you a Buccaneer bouncy castle?
Oh, I would love that. And the gravity on the moon is 6 times lighter, so I'll go very high indeed. That's me through the thermosphere. That's the next one.
Well, I have to say, your internet provider really is doing you a solid job. That's a great signal you've got. Thank you very
I'm
much.
calling through mobile, not through internet. How do you think phones work?
I don't know. I invent hot tubs. That's the whole point. I mean, I'm very excited to come back onto the show. I mean, obviously, we're going to have our Connect 4 face masks. They will be available very soon.
Good.
But,
Because that's what the fans have been waiting for. I think we've got two very good points there. They have working cannons and more gunpowder than you could ever reasonably need. However, we do have one more call. Let's hear from them. Hello, you're through, and Wilfred's waiting.
Hi. My name is Vela Tulloch. Hi. I run Shetland Seal Sanctuary, and I just really wanted to thank you for this.
You're welcome.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was just going to ask, Dickens, we have gotten this new hot tub as an amazing way to get the seals ready for being in a body of water before they go back into the sea. I mean, these seals have been through a terrible time, but they're just ready to be acclimatized to go back in the North Atlantic. But there's a button here, and I'm thinking, should I push this? Does this release more of like a saline water, or...
For God's sake, push the button. Push the button. It's a journey into darkness you can't turn back from.
Well, we've got 3 of our seals almost ready to be slipped just now, so I'll push the button and see. Oh my God! Can you see the water's gone red? Can anybody? Oh, it's floating! Oh no, Jupiter! Oh no! Oh,
Ring. Hello, I'm just through the ionosphere and there's a seal with me.
Oh, well, that's just part of the service. Don't worry about it. There'll be another one along in a minute.
Hello, I'm afraid that the frogs in my hot tub have ganged up with other hot tub owners throughout the neighbourhood and have created a flotilla. There's one with frogs, there's one with ducks, there's one with... I'm not sure what kind of animal that is, but it looks weird when it's wet.
Hey, you must be hopping mad. Have I done that one? All right.
I can't get near them.
Well,
okay. I'm sorry, that's all the time we have.
Stuart.
I just want to say that if anyone's interested, we have a new restaurant up here in Shetland.
Okay.
It's
Well,
the Sealery, a cavalry with seals.
If anyone's interested, I just barreled into the side of the International Space Station, creating a gaping wound in the side of it, and now I'm dead.
I think they're squirrels. I think they might be squirrels, but they're wet.
So what we're saying is that the pop-up pirate hot tubs can bring animals together to help you travel to places you've never been for, and finally ascertain that maybe seals aren't ready to go in the ocean and they should stick to the land where they belong. Thanks for calling in. Join us next week. We'll be looking at more Wet Pirate products on the Wet Pirate Product Hour. Thank you.
David Attenborough was an inside job.
Ooh.
Finish there. Right. That's longest and strangest game of QVC.